President Niinistö, dear Sauli, it is a special honor to welcome you here on this historic day, as Finland becomes the 31st member of NATO. In a few moments, we will raise the Finnish flag at the NATO headquarters for the first time. From today, 31 flags will fly together, a symbol of our unity and our solidarity. Joining NATO is good for Finland, it is good for Nordic security, and it's good for NATO as a whole. Finland brings substantial and highly capable forces, expertise on national resilience, and years of experience working side by side with NATO allies. I'm deeply proud to welcome Finland as a full-fledged member of our alliance. And I look forward to also welcoming Sweden as soon as possible. At times like this, friends and allies are more important than ever. And Finland now has the strongest friends and allies in the world. President Putin wanted to slam NATO's door shut. Today, we show the world that he failed, that aggression and intimidation do not work. Instead of less NATO, he has achieved the opposite, more NATO. And our door remains firmly open. President Niinistö, dear Sauli, thank you for your outstanding leadership and commitment, and for leading Finland into the most successful alliance in history. So welcome, it's great to have you here. Welcome to the alliance.
Thank you, it's great to be here. Mr. Secretary General, dear Jens, I want to thank you. You have been with us all the way. I remember we discussed quite deeply about NATO and Finnish membership already 2021 when you brought your council to Finland. I guess we have been talking after that by phone or by meeting almost tens of times. So it is a great day for Finland, and I want to see that it is an important day for NATO too. Security and stability are those elements which we feel very strongly, and well, we can all think that if people can live in secured, stable circumstances, that's the basic element of happy life, and you, I guess, know that Finns are very happy already now. I would also see that this is a process from 30 to 31, and like you said, very nearby future to 32. That is that we work for Swedish membership very hard. We are doing that together with them, together with you, and that will continue. From Finnish point, also Swedish membership is most important. But once again, stability and security, I wish that we can give our share of increasing that in the defense alliance we have.
We have time for a few questions. Please.
Lauri Nurmi from Finland. Mr. President, how historic is this moment? You was born 1948. NATO was established 1949.
Well, I will have my 75 years birthday today, and NATO comes next year. But surely we have seen many, you have described many moments being historic in this process. I guess this is the day most historic to us and to our partners too.
Historic day, but without Sweden. How can Finland help Sweden to get into NATO, and how will NATO proceed with the Sweden to be allied? And then one more question to Mr. Niinistö. Do you feel relieved?
Yes, surely, from the result. But I want to tell you that the whole process, it hasn't been that tough in a way. We have had so good cooperation all the time and full trust. At least we have in Finland all the time. It has been very clear that in due time we will be members. So basically the process hasn't been that actually demanding. But surely it's a relief when we can repeat words security and stability. That is a relief for all of us. To Sweden, we have all the way been working together with Sweden. We continue helping them as much as possible. I have been discussing with President Erdogan. You have been discussing many times, and I think at least I have a very positive outlook for that.
Just to concur with the President Niinistö, we are both in close contact with Ankara, with President Erdogan. I went to Ankara a few weeks ago, and that was where we agreed on the way forward, both when it comes to this fine ratification of Finland, but also that we agreed to restart the process in what we call the trilateral permanent mechanism with Finland, Sweden, and Turkey to follow up on the trilateral memorandum of understanding that was signed in Madrid. President Niinistö was there, I was there, and now it's important to follow up and to ensure that one important element, which is actually to finalize the membership process, not only for Finland but also for Sweden, is fully implemented. And my message is and has been also in my meetings in Ankara that not only Finland but also Sweden has delivered on the commitments they have made under that trilateral agreement. So nothing should hinder or be an obstacle for also the final ratification of also Sweden to become a member. This is a top priority for the alliance. This is important for me personally, and all allies agree that we should try to finalize the accession also of Sweden as soon as possible. So we will continue to work on this, and hopefully we can have Sweden in soon. Let me add one more thing, and that is that Finland and Sweden applied together. They did so in May last year. Already in June, 1 month after, all allies, also Turkey, invited Finland and Sweden to become members. And so far this has been the fastest accession process in NATO's modern history. I also stated that, of course, the most important thing is not that Finland and Sweden join exactly at the same time. The most important thing is that they join as soon as possible. Today Finland is joining, and then we will ensure that also Sweden can join as soon as possible.
Okay, we'll go to ARD.
Question to the President. Russia always says that the enlargement of NATO towards the east or the north threatens Russia. And what do you, or are you afraid that the Finnish accession is also a pretext for Russia to see Russia surrounded, to be threatened by the West?
Actually, like you said, Russia has been repeating that, and President Putin took it up very clearly in December 21, and that was one of the reasons why the discussion in Finland rose. We don't want to be, or we do not want that others say what we should do and what we can't do. I had full belief, surely, on NATO. NATO won't close its doors, but nevertheless, that was Russians in a way tried to create a sphere around them, and well, we are not a sphere, and all this the result we see today.
Lady over there.
Thank you, Ida Hallikainen from Ilta-Sanomat. This day means a big change for Finland's security. How big this change is, and what does it mean for us and for NATO?
Well, like Secretary General told, we have been on board quite a long time. We are enhanced partners with Sweden now more than 10 years. And during that time we have all the time been developing our capabilities of working together with NATO. So the change is not that radical. It has actually taken place year after year by us getting closer. That the same fits with Sweden too, surely. In a daily life, I do not believe that people see very much changes, but like I started with, is that I'm sure that Finns feel themselves more secured, more feeling that we are living in a stable Europe, a stable world, and that is most important for us.
Today, Finland will become a full member of the alliance, and that means that from today on, Finland will participate in all NATO structures, military, civilian activities, and also be at the table in all NATO meetings, and also have a vote and be part of decision-making within the alliance. But of course, most importantly, what happens from today on is that Finland will be covered by NATO's ironclad security guarantees, our Article 5, that says that an attack on one ally will be regarded as an attack on all, one for all for one. Then the President is absolutely right when he says that this has been a gradual development. Finland and Sweden have many years been very close partners. Then after we invited Finland and Sweden in June last year, they got an other status, invitee status, which is a special status that actually triggered a process where we started to integrate Finland and Sweden into our military and civilian structures. But of course, it is a different thing to be close and an invitee, and to be a full member, which is the case for Finland from today on.
Thank you very much, colleagues. This wraps up this press point, but we'll see you at the flag raising ceremony.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.